Let's talk about Dalgona candy in Korean culture. This sweet treat has a rich history and a special place in the hearts of many Koreans. You know, Dalgona candy, or as some people call it, P-pop-G, is super special for a lot of Korean people. It's not just a snack, it's a nostalgic symbol that brings back fond memories. This simple candy reminds them of when they were kids and things were simpler. It takes them back to a time when life was less complicated and more carefree. Back in the 1960s and 1970s, after the Korean War, it was like the coolest treat for kids. During those years, the streets of Korea were filled with the sweet aroma of Dalgona being made. Street vendors would make this yummy candy right in front of them. Watching the process was almost as enjoyable as eating the candy itself. But Dalgona is more than just candy. It's a piece of cultural heritage that has been passed down through generations. It shows how strong and hopeful people were during a tough time in Korea. The resilience and spirit of the Korean people are embodied in this simple treat. The sweet taste and fun shapes of Dalgona made kids happy. Each shape, whether a star, heart, or flower, brought a smile to their faces. It gave them a little bit of happiness when things were hard. In those challenging times, a simple piece of candy could brighten a child's day. Even today, people in Korea still love Dalgona. It has made a comeback in modern times, with new generations discovering its charm. It represents Korea's strength and spirit. The enduring popularity of Dalgona candy is a testament to the lasting impact of Korean culture and tradition. Let's see what makes Dalgona candy so special. The ingredients. This traditional Korean treat has gained worldwide popularity, and it's fascinating how such a simple recipe can create something so delightful. The best thing about Dalgona candy is how simple it is. You don't need any fancy ingredients or complicated techniques. You only need two main things to make it: sugar and baking soda. These are common items that you probably already have in your kitchen. They usually use the regular white sugar that most Korean families have at home. This sugar is perfect for melting and caramelizing to create that sweet golden base. Baking soda makes the candy airy and puffy, which is what makes Dalgona so special. When the baking soda reacts with the hot sugar, it creates tiny bubbles that give the candy its unique texture. You gotta get the mix of sugar and baking soda just right. The ratio is crucial because it affects both the taste and the texture of the final product. Too much baking soda and the candy will taste yucky and bitter. The excess baking soda can overpower the sweetness of the sugar, making it unpleasant to eat. Too little, and it won't puff up nicely. Without enough baking soda, the candy will be dense and lack that signature airy texture. It's all about finding the perfect balance to get that awesome Dalgona taste and texture. When done right, the candy is light, crispy, and melts in your mouth, making it a delightful treat for all ages. Watch how the sugar changes from solid crystals to a smooth golden liquid. From crystals to liquid gold. This transformation is mesmerizing and crucial for making Dalgona candy. The first step to making Dalgona candy is melting the sugar. This process requires precision and care. This part needs patience because you gotta do it just right. Rushing can lead to burnt sugar, which ruins the candy. They put the sugar in a big spoon or a small pan on low heat. The low heat ensures the sugar melts evenly without burning. It's super important to use low heat so the sugar doesn't burn. Burnt sugar not only tastes bad but also affects the texture. As the sugar gets hotter, it starts to melt. This is a slow process, but it's fascinating to watch. The hard sugar crystals turn into a clear golden liquid. This liquid is the base for our delicious Dalgona candy. It's really cool to watch. The transformation from solid to liquid is almost magical. They stir it all the time to make sure the sugar melts evenly. Consistent stirring prevents any sugar from sticking to the pan. All the sugar has to be melted or else the candy won't be smooth. A smooth, even melt is key to perfect Dalgona candy. Now the sweetness really starts to rise, adding the baking soda. When all the sugar is melted, it's time for the baking soda. This is when the magic really happens. The baking soda mixes with the hot sugar and makes tiny bubbles that make the candy puff up. The mixture will get foamy and grow really fast. You gotta stir it quickly and keep stirring so the baking soda goes everywhere. This makes sure the candy is smooth and airy. The color changes too. It goes from a clear golden to a cloudy light brown. Time to shape the candy, from puddles to perfect circles. Once the baking soda is mixed in, they quickly pour the hot candy onto a flat surface. They usually use a special mat or a metal sheet with a little oil. The trick is to be super fast. The candy hardens really quickly, so you gotta shape it before that happens. Using a flat tool, they spread the mixture into a thin circle. That's the classic shape for Dalgona candy. It makes it easy to put those cool designs on top. Here's the exciting part, making the designs. While the Dalgona candy is still hot and soft, they press a mold into the center. These molds come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. The most popular ones are circles, stars, and hearts. The mold makes a little dent in the candy and leaves a pretty design. That's what makes Dalgona so special. It's fun and challenging to eat. You gotta eat around the design without breaking it. If you do it, you win a prize. And there you have it. Delicious Dalgona candy ready to share. Once the candy is cold and hard, they carefully take it off the surface. Now the Dalgona candy is ready to eat. They often put it in clear bags so you can see the cool designs. Dalgona candy is best when it's fresh. That's when it's crispy and crunchy. It's a sweet treat that makes everyone happy, no matter how old they are. It reminds us of Korea's awesome culture and the simple things in life that make us happy. Hey everyone, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of our new videos. Let's get started. Subscribing is super simple. Just click the red button below. All done? Awesome. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and tell your friends. See you in the next one. Bye.